Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today I am just having a little play. Now I'm trying to get my mojo back. Now I haven't been sort of like making for a few weeks now because of course Andy was away, and I've also been doing some wedding invitations, which is completely different to this. So that's what I also do, but I don't really show them on video because they are sort of like personal to people. So now I am just trying to get back into doing some crafting, some videos. So I thought I would just have just a little play, try and get my mojo back. I'm using my new Assorted Fussy Cuts. They're come in two sizes, so I've got the bigger ones here and the smaller ones here. I've also got some of my other ones, so I've got a mixture of Assorted Fussy Cuts 1 and 2. I've got some of my little flower embellishments. I've got all sorts of ones that I've got around, and I'm just making some little, they could probably be little paper clips. You can pop them onto tags. I'm just going to leave them as they are. And then I will come back and I can actually use them in other projects as well, whether I want to decorate envelopes, journal pages. I think they are really pretty. So that's what I'm going to do, just to sort of like get myself back into crafting again. Now I'm using the good old Amazon packaging. Now this is one of the Amazon envelopes like this, so I've just cut the front off, and I have torn it down into little pieces like this. Really easy to do. So I've just got a piece like that. Let's just push these out of the way a minute. I've taken my ruler like that, and then I'm just ripping them down like this. Really simple. Again, you can cut them up. I just wanted them to be a bit more scruffy, really. Let's pop those out of the way. And then I've got some gesso, which is just some white gesso primer. Gesso is what you prime canvases with, to help the paint sort of stick to your canvas, and crafters tend to use it for all sorts of things as well. But if you don't have gesso, you can skip this part, or you can use some white paint. That will work just as well. But I'm just going to pop this on here like this, just to give it a little bit of a background. So, and then we can tear them up again. So just a little bit of this on here. A nice messy project. So I've got to start doing some videos again. There we go. But again, like I said, I've been doing some wedding invitations, which I do now and again. I do it for sort of like people in my area. So I'm doing some lovely ones at the moment. But I don't like to show them really, because they are sort of personal to people, and I don't obviously want all their details shown on air. But I might give a sort of like sneak peek of them without the details on my Instagram when they're done, because they are really lovely. Well, I'm liking them anyway. So all I'm doing, I'm taking one of my little fussy cuts, just so they sort of like fit on there. Then I'm just going to rip it down here, just to make it fit a little bit better, and we can have another little one there. I'm going to take a little bit more gesso on there, just to scrunch it up a bit, grunge it up, should I say. A little bit of book paper. Let's just pop that on there. Now I've got some new glue bottles as well. Now, where's my old one? Where did that go? One up here. These are the bigger ones. I think this is 30mm and this is 10mm. I couldn't get any more of these, so I had to buy the 10mm. They came in, I think I got 20 of them. I don't know what I'm going to use them all for, but I will find a way. But I couldn't get any more of these, and I wanted some new ones because one of them I just lost the tip. I took it out and it just pinged off somewhere. So I thought I'd buy some more. So I've got these ones. So I'm just using this. I think I put a little bit too much water in this one, so it's a little bit runny. Didn't realise how small the little bottle was, but they're quite nice little size. So I'm just going to just a tiny bit of ink round the edge, so it's sort of like little clusters like that. Oops, let's pop you this way. Now I've got a little bit of cheesecloth. Now I haven't really used cheesecloth for ages. I feel like I haven't crafted for a long time, properly crafted, so I really need to start getting back into doing a bit, get back into a bit more of a routine. So let's use some Fabri-Tac. Oops, stick that down, pop that down on there. Now these little clusters, you can make as many of these clusters as you like, because they can be added to so many different projects, like the envelopes and journal pages and your little pocket pouches, which I think I'm going to make a little sort of pocket pouch thing next video, because I haven't made one of those for ages and ages. I want to try and get back into a bit more making things, because I am missing it. I think I had a few withdrawal symptoms from when Andy was away. So there we go, that is all I am going to do. Now again, we can add to that once you've decide where you're going to put it or what you're going to do with it. You could make a little hole here and have it as like a little dangly this way. You can pop a little paper clip on there. You can use it as a hidden paper clip. But because I was just wanting to just do something, I think this is quite a nice way, because we're using some recycling of the Amazon packaging. Some little fussy cuts, which takes me a while sitting in front of the TV fussy cutting all of these. I'm going to start using them again, so I'm just going to use one of the little flowers on there, a little bit of seam binding. I don't think I'm going to put any book paper on here. You can tell I haven't been crafting for a while. Calling it newspaper. Down. A little bit of Fabri-Tac to hold this one on. There we go. And pop that on there. Now I just think that looks really nice, and it's not a lot to it. So if you've only got the fussy cuts, you can have fussy cuts and a little bit of recycling. You don't have to use Amazon packaging. You can use food packaging. Cereal boxes or anything like that you can use. So let's have a look what else have we got in here. I do like this dragonfly one. Pop that one on there, couldn't we? Let's just tear that little bit off, add a little bit of gesso onto there, like that. Oops, I'm going to get all my fussy cuts covered in gesso there. Right, let's pop you on there. Let's have a little bit of book paper. I like this sort of scruffy edge on here, so I think that will look sort of like nice on there, won't it? Let's pop this on with a little bit of glue. So I hope you guys are all okay, and I hope you've had a lovely weekend. Our weather has been absolutely amazing here in Portugal. We had a fantastic weekend. I did manage to do lots of gardening, throw out all the dead plants, clean up the garden, and even went to the garden centre. So that was lovely. Had a nice revamp of the garden, some nice new flowers, and planted some seeds. So That was nice. I know a lot of you have snow at the moment. Oops, let me just take this little bit off. I want you to pop that underneath. Yeah, like that. There we go. Stick that back down. Perfect. So there we go. Dragonfly, you can pop a little bit of stickles on there for the wings, couldn't you, as well? But aren't these just looking lovely and just so simple? So nice. What did I do with the other bit? I took off. Here it is. I knew I had another little bit somewhere. Let's do another one. Let's just take this off. Pop that one, I mean. What shall we have? Look, we've got some lovely ones. I think the teapot, that was from one of my older ones. That's nice, isn't it? Let's see. Will that fit on there like that? It's a lovely one that says dream. Put those down there. Just lovely. That looks nice, doesn't it? Let's pop a little bit of this on the top. Again, you can sew around them as well if you like using your sewing machine. You can sew around the outside of them. Pop that on. Should we have a little bit of this one on there? Oops. Pop a little bit of fabric-tack down there to hold that on. Let's have it so it's scruffy at the top. There we are. So I just needed a little play to get myself going again. And I also really need to sort out my craft room. It's driving me nuts at the moment. It needs a good revamp. It's only small, so anything that's sort of like left around sort of gets in the way. So I have to be quite tidy, and it's not at the moment. So should we do one more? Let's do one more. Let's do the teacup. Now this teacup is out of my, I think it's the Fussy Cuts 1, which is lovely. Let's just take that off. A little bit more gesso, a little bit dried up there. These are new little brushes as well that I picked up. These are just from the local cheap little shop that we have, but they're really nice. They're ideal for little bits of gesso on there. A little bit of this. Put this on. Stick that in the middle, I think. Let's stick it a bit further up, you can't see it. Let's stick it there, that's better. And pop you down there. A little bit of a cheesecloth. I think as well, I bought some new one a little while ago, some cheesecloth. And I think I'm going to just do some coloured cheesecloth because I want to do a little bit of pink. Some pretty pink shabby cheesecloth, which I will be doing at some point. But now we've got some beautiful weather, I could pop it outside in the garden to dry. I will do that. Maybe I'll do a quick video and showing you how I do it, because I've got two different packs. Let me just show you here. These are two new ones. I've got this one here, which looks like a thinner one, and this one here, which is sort of like a finer one, finer weave for this one. So I'll give you a proper look at those when I colour those as well, and I'll do two different ones. So there we go. Perfect. So there we go, guys. This is what I shall be doing. I'm going to do a few more of these, have them in my stash ready to do something with. I'm going to make a few more. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Please stay safe, take care, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye bye.